Hello there everyone, welcome back to James Redmond TV, and welcome back to James Redmond TV in a new studio. It's new, innit? It's like, it's different, and you know what, mate, it's not perfect still, but I'm still going to add things to it and stuff like that. I've even got like a bit of shit behind me, but basically this is just the start. It's going to get more things added. These are my baby kits, by the way. I haven't just gone into a shop, looked at baby kits and thought, oh, they'd be nice for decoration, and just put them up. They actually, the man, do you know what I mean, from when I was little, I thought, you know what, they mean something, so for now they can go there. But like I said, gonna add more shit over time. But this is a preview and prediction for the Atalanta game on, well, tomorrow, Tuesday. So it's gonna be interesting. It's gonna be a good one. Obviously, Liverpool have won the first 2 out of the 2 games. Let me talk about our most recent game against West Ham United, a very solid 2-1 win. And we're happy right now. We're content with where we are, top of the league again, right where we belong. By the way, you know, no Virgil van Dijk, no Fabinho, fucking Alisson's just came back. VAR's been a twat to us. No Thiago.
No problem, mate, yeah? No fucking problem.
In the words of Conor McGregor, no fucking problem. And you know what, lads? We've just been absolutely smashing it, and all the fair play to Liverpool Football Club. Now, as for the Atalanta game tomorrow, listen, mate, I will break down Atalanta a bit more in a bit, but I think it's safe to say, if Liverpool win this game, then is it fair to say that we're guaranteed to go through to the next round? Because in my opinion, or at least this is a myth, isn't it? This is what people say. If you win all your home games, then pretty much you're through. That's the gist of it, and that's what people say, and that's fair enough. We've played 2 away games. The one home, well, after this Atalanta game, we'll have played 2 away games. Say if we win these first 3 games, no if buts and maybes and all that, but say if we do, Midtjylland was at home, and then Ajax and Atalanta, the 2 hardest teams in this group, was away, which means that we're facing them at Anfield, which is good because we usually do well at fucking Anfield. So I'm rating our chances. Today is a must-win for me, because the sooner you can just get it over the line, the better. It also means that when it gets to like the second Midtjylland game, you can kind of rotate. And I'm not trying to look ahead. You've got to focus on right now. Atalanta are the great side, but they just drew with Ajax 2-2. They've been doing okay in the league. They've won 3 of the last 5 games. 1 in the last 3. So when you put it in that perspective, they're doing all right. They are still a good team and they can still cause a threat, but they're not perfect and they sit 4th. But like I said, we will talk more on Atalanta in a bit. But the way I like to do these previews and predictions is, first off, I want to do my starting 11 prediction, so the lineup that I think Klopp will go with, but I will also let you know who I think should start as well, and then we'll break down Atalanta, and then I'll give you my score prediction. So moving into the starting 11 prediction, and please, boys, because I'm very interested to know what you've got to say, let me know in the comments down below who you think is going to start, because you know what Jurgen Klopp's like. He likes to take a different approach to these games, in my opinion. He likes to rotate a little bit because he's got to, because obviously the football is so back to back. You've got to rotate, otherwise you do increase your chances of getting injuries, getting muscle injuries and stuff like that. So I haven't gone with a too much change side, let's be honest. We can change, but it's still a very good team in Europe. We need to win. And it's like we haven't really got a hell of a lot of players to choose from all around the squad. But I'll stop rambling and just get into it. I'm going to guess a 4-3-3 formation. I know I've been calling and begging for the 4-2-3-1, but I think it's time for this 4-3-3 formation. I think Klopp's sticking with it. He might rotate and switch sometimes, but I don't think he'll set up the 4-2-3-1 in this game. In goal, I'm going with Alisson. Bog standard, needs no more explanation. It's also boss to see how much he's got the defence organised again. Absolutely love that. Back 4, Robertson. Centre-back, Gomez. Other centre-back, Nat Phillips, I'll explain in a sec. And right-back, Trent Alexander-Arnold. The reason why I've gone with Nat Phillips is because, like I said before, I just started talking about that squad. We're not really spoiled for choice, especially at centre-back. Nat Phillips is one of our only options. He looked phenomenal against West Ham, I think it's fair to say. Don't get me wrong, Atalanta will come at the game with a different style of approach. They will not be putting long balls in the air trying to get it to a tall striker, but at least we've saw that in one area of Nat Phillips' game. He's actually very good and very solid, and he's shown that against West Ham. Plus, there's no Fabinho, plus there's no Matip available for this game. So I'm expecting Nat Phillips, but again, let me know in the comments down below. Do you think this is a good game for Reece Williams, or do you think maybe a Hendo moving to centre-back, or whatever? I'm still intrigued to know what you've got to say. And then right back, Trent Alexander-Arnold. So that's the back 5. Alisson, Robbo, Gomez, Phillips, and Trent Alexander-Arnold. 3 centre mids, Henderson, Gini and Milner. I'm going with that trio, because I think that's what Jurgen Klopp will start. If you ask me, I would not start Milner, but it seems like Jurgen Klopp has kind of taken that approach this year about starting Milner in the Champions League games, which I'm not against completely per se. You know, Milner's still a solid footballer, can give you a solid 6, 7 out of 10 performance. But the only reason why I say I wouldn't want to see him is because I prefer Shaqiri. And I'm not just saying that because he's just got an absolutely gorgeous assist against Jota. I'm really, really not. I'm saying it because I think he'll add more to the team. I think you've got that defensive balance with Hendo and Gini there as well. Gini will do the box-to-box work. Hendo's a workhorse as it is. And then Shaqiri, as long as he just tracks back and he does his man marking, then that's all we really want to see. And then he can add the more skillful side of things for our team, because we're going to need it coming up against this Atalanta team. So again, let me know in the comments down below what you'd like the midfield to start like. I'd want Shaqiri. Plus, I still don't know what's going on with Thiago, people. I know I said in a recent video he was fit, but that's what Jurgen Klopp gave me. He kind of just gave me that, and at least that's what I thought, that's what I took. But the words that he said, I took as Thiago is fit and Naby Keita is fit. He didn't rule them out for the most recent game against West Ham, so I don't know when they're going to come back. I thought he was just trying to keep something close to his chest, which was fair enough. I don't know what he's doing now. I don't know if he's 100% fit, so I don't know if he's going to play this game. If he's fit, then he gets in this team over James Milner, preferably, but I don't think that'll happen just because I've heard absolutely nothing about it. And then the front three, Sadio Mane on the left, Bobby Firmino striker, and then right wing Mohamed Salah. Now we'll talk about that front three more in a sec. That is the starting 11 that I would go with against Atalanta, and I think that will probably be one of the more stronger starting 11s that we could go with. Now as for the front three, I would like to see Jota. I'd probably say drop Firmino. I think it's actually a great game to drop him in a midweek game. You know, it doesn't have to be taken as like, oh, you're being dropped because you're shit. Even though he is playing shit, I think us Liverpool fans can establish Bobby Firmino is not playing to the level that Bobby Firmino can play at. And unless we drop him, I don't think we're going to see them elevated performances. We can see them, but he just doesn't look hungry enough. I feel like if you drop him for a Jota, and I'm not even saying play Jota in the 9 because I'm pretty sure that's not his role. Put Mo Salah in the 9. I don't give a fuck, mate. Just change it, switch it up. Even if you want to drop Salah and bring in Origi, we haven't saw Origi for a while. Bring him in number 9. Do you know the position that he actually plays? I don't mind. Now, obviously, I'm now adding in second team players, and we're facing a very good first team in Atalanta, mate. But it's just I needed to mention the Jota and Firmino thing, because I think Jota has proven that he deserves at least a chance in the first team, whereas what's Firmino proven to show that he has a chance in the first team? But let me know if you disagree. But from my perspective, it looks like even you, the Redmond army, do agree with me. So that's just me and my opinion. Now we move into breaking down Atalanta as a team, because obviously even though you might know that they're good, you might not know how they play, you might not know who their main threats are. So I'm about to give you just a brief breakdown on how they play and how I think Liverpool can fare against their style of play. So the kind of a 5 at the back diamond formation. So they don't have wingers, but they play a 5 at the back. We know we've just played West Ham, who also have a 5 at the back. Now if you're expecting that type of a similar game, we might, but I really don't think it. The reason why is because they're very skillful. They like to really press forward. They like to come at your team. They like to try and break you down, actually passing the ball around you. They're not one of these teams that are going to go for a long ball or going to go for a counter-attack. I'm sure they will if the opportunity presents them, but I'm just saying that that's not what they go for. Now, they might because they're playing Liverpool fucking Football Club, but it's going to be a more difficult game. In fact, this season they've been scoring a lot, but also conceding a few, kind of like Liverpool. But don't compare it to the Liverpool team now. Compare it to the Liverpool team when Jurgen Klopp first came in. And it's kind of got them vibes about it. Now, I will tell you some of their main threats and some of their better players that Liverpool need to watch out for. Obviously, you've got Alejandro Gomez, centre attacker mid, absolutely fantastic. This season, 6 goal contributions in 6 games, 4 goals, 2 assists. He's a top player. That's someone that we need to watch out for, especially considering the fact he's going to be setting up the 2 strikers in front of him because they go with the 2 up top. He's obviously coming up against players like Nat Phillips. He's coming up against Joe Gomez. He's coming up against the midfield without possibly no Thiago and definitely no Fabinho. So he could have a field day, or he could have more of a field day than what he usually would against Liverpool. But that's one player we need to keep quiet. Maurier. Now, you might know this lad off FIFA, sweaty as fuck, pace for days. But I didn't know he actually offered that much in real life. Now, this season, he's only made 5 appearances, 3 started, 2 off the bench. but the goal contributions that he's made, 4 goals and 1 assist, 5 in 5, and he hasn't even started all them games. Came off the bench for 2 of them. We need to watch out for this player if he starts or if he comes on, because I think we need to look further than just, oh, he's a dangerous starting striker. No, he's dangerous if he comes on. He's an option for them, and he could catch us out if we sleep in the last 20 minutes and he comes on. Anyway, I don't know how to pronounce this name proper. I'll put the name on the screen now and then I'll put a picture up. But Jimmy City. Either way, he's the left centre-back for Atalanta. I'm sorry because I've butchered that to fuck. He's the left centre-back at the 5 of the back formation. He's a very solid player, you know. He offers a lot of cover for that back line, and it will be hard to get past him, as well as the other 4 men, by the way, that Atalanta will have in that defence. But then you've also got Duvan Zapata, who's also another forward, 4 appearances, 2 goals, 2 assists, 4 goal contributions in 4 games. So as you can see, they like to score goals, they've got attackers, they've got options. Bear in mind, they've still got Ilicic and other players like that. I'm sure that's who you're expecting me to mention, but this season, he hasn't been at the races. But again, it's early on, so you don't know if that could change against Liverpool. Now, they might sit back a little bit more than usual, but I can still see this being an end-to-end game. As a matter of fact, I see this being a very high-scoring game, and it's because of the way both teams play. I think on their best day, both teams turning up on their best day, I think Liverpool win every single, or 9 times out of 10, because let's be honest, mate, we're a better team than Atalanta. But the thing is, but this is why I'm interested to see if Atalanta bring the approach of coming at us. They could sit back more, they probably have to sit back more to deal with our force of players. But what I'm just trying to offer to you is, if they do come at us, then I can see this being a high-scoring game, because I think we'd be naive to think that they couldn't score with how good they've been at scoring this season. So if you ask me about the score prediction that I think Liverpool will outscore Atalanta, but I do think it'll be a close game. I obviously do have my last minute predictions as well, so I might change it the last second. But right now, I'm going for a 3-2. Obviously, if I see a Thiago in that team, I might be a little bit more confident, but it's just like, as of what I'm going with that predicted 11, off the predicted 11, what I think they will start, I'm going to go with a 3-2 win. I don't want that. Believe me, people, Redmond Army, listen to me. I do not want that for my fucking heart. But I just feel like that could be the case. And I've just got to say it, I will see it. But let me know in the comments down below your starting 11 predictions, your score predictions. And also, if you did enjoy this video, leave a like and subscribe. If you like the new setup, then leave a like and subscribe. And I was going to say, share the video. I never say that. Share the video as well. But nah, nice one for watching this video, and I'll see you all later. Ta-da.